Welcome back to the Blonde Highlights podcast. Today is going to be one of our special episodes of Am I the Asshole? We do this about once a month where we break down Am I the Asshole submissions on Reddit and talk about all the juicy drama that you guys got going on. So Chris, how are you doing today?
Okay, so first of all, finding these is the most entertaining thing that I think I've ever done in my life, which is kind of sad, but it is so funny to see all of the things that are out there. And there are so many assholes. Like, I just have to put it out there. There are so many assholes on Reddit. But I'm good. I'm great. Today is Easter. Happy Easter. It's been a lot. I've had Sterling, who is sick. Poor guy, has some sort of stomach bug. I don't know, but it has been an absolute shit show behind my curtain right now. If I were to move this curtain, you would just see like a total disaster of like sick kid in bed.
Yeah, I didn't even know today was Easter. Like, I was just like, what is going on this weekend?
Oh, I knew. And you know what? It was really sad because obviously the Easter Bunny came last night and Sterling was just trying so hard to pull himself together. He was a trooper, but like when I tell you, I was like, we had to throw out a couple comforters this weekend. It's been bad.
Oh God, she's been through it.
I've been through the ringer.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Like, I was finishing up. Like, this is still Coachella weekend too. So I watched Charlie XCX again. She didn't have the only special guest she had was Addison Rae, which it was okay, and I was excited about it. But I don't think like last week, the first week, it was like such an epic situation at Coachella.
Yeah, it's like hard to live up to. Honestly, I've been so enthralled and caught up in taking care of Sterling that I totally forgot about Coachella weekend. Like, I haven't looked at anything.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing I wanted to bring up, because we're going to get into Am I the Assholes pretty quick, but okay, so last week, I think when we were filming, it was the same day as the space mission when they went up in the penis rocket.
Yes.
And then came back down. Okay, well, now everyone's saying that it's totally staged and fake. And normally I'm like, okay, conspiracy theories. But have you seen the video of them opening the door to the spacecraft after they land?
Oh my God, and one of them's trying to like get out?
No, it looks like it's cardboard. Like, it's just like flimsy. And then people are showing like an airplane that we all fly on, how thick and like secured and like insulated the door is. And then this door was like flimsy and like thin. And they're like, that's like a TV set.
You know, I've really respected a lot of the controversy that's going on right now with it, and with it being almost like a parody towards women and stuff, because I'm like, why weren't there actual like astronauts on this penis ship? And also too, like 11 minutes. Remember you told me it was 11 minutes and I'm like, why the fuck are they going, man?
Yeah, they
11 minutes?
Yeah. Just gonna pop
like if
up.
If I was going to space, I'd be like, give me a tour, like take me around a bit, like make it worth my time, not 11 minutes there and back.
Yeah, she was to go see Venus.
Seriously, no. My skin routine is longer than 11 minutes. Seriously.
They said something about sending our trash up there. I'm like, Jesus, the aliens are going to come attack us.
Oh my God. No, I don't know. The memes about it though, those have been hilarious. I will say that.
Yes. And I don't know, probably, I don't know enough. I'm not a scientist. I don't know what actually happened, but I'm like really engaged in the conspiracy theories. And one people were saying like the flower that like Katie was holding would have dried out. And another doctor would have said their implants would have bursted under the pressure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You can't, I guess, I didn't know you couldn't send implants up to space.
You can't even put them on a roller coaster.
Really?
I don't think so.
Oh, geez. I
mean, think about that. Oh my God, we're going to have to do a deep dive.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, if you hear snoring in the background, I do believe that is Chris's dog.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is the best I can do today.
He's just an old
One of them
man.
is definitely snoring. I'm sorry. He won't leave me alone. Like, I can't.
He's just an old man passed out in the background.
He is sleeping like as if he has worked like 4 days in a row. Listen.
I don't know if the microphone will pick it up or not, but I definitely hear it.
Oh my God. Oh. What are your highlights this week?
So my highlights is well, okay, so like a month ago, I came out very publicly about trying a weight loss injection.
Yeah.
Made a big impact around the
Yeah.
world. And so I've lost like 15, it's been a month. I just got my second month's worth of stuff and I've lost 15 pounds. And so that was exciting.
You can see it. Because remember, I messaged you the other day. I'm like, girl, how much weight have you lost in 1 month?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, well, if they keep up at this base, at this rate, she's going to be at the goal by next summer.
She's gonna have her goals.
Yeah.
I think it's a great tool for people who genuinely struggle with losing weight. I think it's a do you thrive. If you're
Yeah.
feeling good, feel good, babe.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, if I keep this up, I need a vacation for my birthday at the end of the summer.
Like, if you keep this up, you're gonna need a whole new wardrobe.
No, soon. Yeah. That's going to happen. Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
I know. And I feel like if I hit my goal by next summer, I'm like, Charlie XCX better put out a Brat Part 2. I need another Brat summer.
Yes. Oh my God. She's gonna go wild for Brat Part 2.
The Black Islander is going to be out of control.
Oh my God.
My low light is okay. So I talked to my mom this morning and she's like on vacation in like South Carolina right now. And she was telling me about like this restaurant she went to last night. And here's the thing is that I live like, I don't know, 8 miles from the beach, the Pacific Ocean. And like everywhere in LA to go get seafood, it's so freaking expensive and it's all very fancy. And the one place that I would go to that wasn't that fancy for seafood burned down. So now it's like if I want crab legs or something, I gotta pay a hefty penny. And I want to go like, and when you're in South Carolina, you go get crab legs at a place that sets a metal bucket next to you. You know, you get a bucket of crab's legs and you crack them and you throw the shells in another bucket and you get like some corn and some potatoes in a bucket like that. Why don't we have seafood places like that in LA on the West Coast? Why does it have to be so fancy?
I don't know. Like, I don't understand why there's not more, especially in like the beach town.
Exactly. Why does it have to be like that? Like I want good value on my crab legs.
You want like a fast food bucket.
Yes.
Bucket. You want like a crab boil to go. That's like easy. You know what's funny is that I love the way that crab boils look, and I love the way that all these like seafood places make their food look. I'm just not big on seafood, but I wish that I could say I've never tried a crab leg. Can you believe it?
Wait, what?
I've never tried a crab leg.
That is
I've
weird.
always wanted to because I see it online, like like the mukbangs, so they like rip it open and dip it in all that butter. Like it looks so good. I've never tried one.
Yeah, that's
I don't like imitation crab. I don't like.
You're missing out. Imitation crab doesn't taste like crab, but I like imitation crab too. But here's the thing is I love, like, if you go down to South Carolina, there's all these places like Dirty Dick's Crab House. And it's like on Wednesdays, it's all you can eat crab legs until like 3 p.m. from noon to 3.
But you know you're getting like the best kind. If you're going to Dirty Dick's Crab House, you know you're getting the best crab out there.
No better quality. There's nothing out there better.
No.
And I gotta tell you,
get you some crab legs. You know what? Next time I come, we need to do a road trip, and we need to find these places because there has to be places around you.
I don't think there is. Like, I really don't think there is. Like, I think that just doesn't exist here. But maybe. Like, there is some like Louisiana places like that are here. Like, there was this place called shoot, I forget what it was called. It was something, but it was very like Louisiana inspired. And it wasn't a bucket, but it was like a clear plastic bag. And you could get seafood in the bag. And then you would have to they would give you a bib and some gloves and you just dig in there. But it's not the same. It's not the same.
Okay, so, yeah, there's a whole bunch that I'm looking at right now online. So I just put crab bucket LA and best California buckets of seafood, but they are all very expensive looking.
Yeah. See?
Damn.
See, we're missing out. We're missing out. This is like missed opportunity. And
Girl, we
maybe,
gotta do a road trip for some of this.
you know,
We gotta find it.
maybe it's the white trash in me, but I'm like, I think a bucket of crab legs tastes better than like a 5-star restaurant crab legs.
Yes.
I want that butter and some Cajun
This
sauce.
one looks good. Okay. Rockin' Cajun seafood and grill. Damn. Okay, you know what? Next time I come, we're gonna find one because one of these has to be one.
Okay.
So my highlight this week is obviously Easter. For me, it's so much fun when you have small kids, like them getting up this morning, super excited. Aiden's like freaking out because the Easter Bunny got him something that only he would know that he wanted, and it was like a huge thing. Um, but also my highlight is that right now the boys are obsessed with Grease, the movie.
Oh, really?
Obsessed. Aiden today checked it off that he's watched it 13 times in 2 weeks.
Oh, really? I was in a Grease play.
Who were you?
Greaser number 3.
Oh my God.
Starring
Okay.
role.
Starring role. But this kid is so obsessed that last night, Michael and I went down and we were doing something on the computer and we found a slideshow that's Aiden made. And it has each like new scene from Greece labeled. So it's like girl sleepover. And then it's like the pictures of them at the sleepover, dance off. And he said that he has that so that way he always remembers the order of the songs.
Okay, he likes the music.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you do you, kid. Like, if that's what you need to do, like, it's so cute. So my low light actually happened probably about, I don't know, 25 minutes ago when I'm sitting on the couch having a coffee, doing whatever, and Kyle calls me and she's like, "Are you ready?" Because this one forgot that we are filming in said 20 minutes from when Kyle called. I knew we were filming today. I just, for whatever reason, thought it was later. So I had to run upstairs, take off my muumuu, whip my stuff together. It was a whole scene. Like, I'm sweating a little bit because it was like the marathon of freaking hope over here. Like, just Kyle's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Oh my God." Like, I was just having coffee, just chilling out.
Yeah, I was like, I just figured you were like doing Easter stuff. I was like, oh, she's busy. And then I was like, wait, it's getting close.
It's cutting close. We're going in the studio in 20 minutes. But like, did you see what I did with my hair though in that 20 minutes? I got creative and I put a bangle in there
Yeah.
to hold my ponytail up. I don't know what's going on, but I needed something to jazz myself up.
She said on Sundays we were bangles.
On Sundays we wore bangles. Like, I needed something to make me look alive. Should we get
Yes.
into it?
Let's get right into these Am I the Assholes.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for wanting to break up with my girlfriend because I was a dare date?
A dare date? What's that mean?
So the backstory here is that she had a dare to ask him out. So they met at a funeral home, and her and her girlfriends were joking around, and she asked him out on a date. He said yes, and then they actually connected, and it was a thing. But he didn't find out until like a year and a bit later that like she wasn't actually interested. It was a dare.
I think that he's being an asshole because it's like, even though that was kind of a weird move, like a kind of an asshole move to be like, I dare you to do this. But honestly, I would see that as like, oh, it's fate. It's fate. Like, this was meant to happen this way because they wouldn't have met each other and had a connection. Do you know what I mean? Like, that dare, like, helped him one up.
That dare gave him a whole relationship. And like, who knows, like maybe like deep down she really wanted to. I don't know if they were kind of like making fun of him. Like they were kind of making fun of the fact, like they were making all these jokes about him working with like dead bodies and stuff like that. So I can see his side if he knew that like there was some ill intent there. But at the same time, I'd be like, well, you're welcome. Like, I'd be like, you weren't going to ask me out. So at least I got the ball rolling, however way that happened.
Exactly. I would just think like, okay, that was kind of an asshole move to do that. But then I would be like, okay, well, this actually was fate. Like this worked out. Like this is actually a kind of a fun story.
Exactly. Like, let it go. Yeah, he's
It-
the asshole.
he's the asshole for sure. Yes. Okay, this is a good one. Okay. Am I the asshole for getting my mother-in-law arrested?
Ooh. Okay. Is there a backstory
Okay,
or
the
just
backstory
that?
is okay, so listen to this. So this girl, her and her husband are pregnant. Okay, she's pregnant and they're in their 30s. Okay, they're not like 21. And so, of course, it's the classic story of like the overbearing mother in law. Okay, so it starts out with her texting her nonstop many times a day, every day, just like, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, and just like hounding her constantly. And then the mother-in-law was not invited to the prenatal doctor's appointments, which that's normal. Like it should be just
Mhm.
the girl and her husband if he wants to come or whatever. But anyways, the mother-in-law was so distraught over being left out. She went to the doctor's office, went to the front and was like, I'm with her, this whole story, and just like barges into the room. And she was like too embarrassed to be like, you got to leave and cause a whole confrontation in the doctor's office. So she was there. Then the mother-in-law decided that the baby should be named after her father, that was like Harold. Okay. And so they're telling her, like, no, we're not going to name our baby Harold at all. So she is on her about that. Then the mother in law crochets a blanket that says baby Harold.
No, no.
Yes. Then, and she's like, we're not naming this baby Harold. And she's like, you're going to come around to it if you know what's right. Then their grandparents have a dinner with the whole family there. Everyone's there for like a holiday. And the mother-in-law, gets up from her table and has a toast. And it's like, I just want to announce to everyone that, they're going to name their baby after my father, Harold. And I'm so excited about this whole thing. Well, then, so the pregnant girl, she says to the mother-in-law in front of everyone, and she's like, actually, no, I've told you a million times, we're not naming our baby Harold. The
No offense to all
mother-in-law,
the Heralds that are listening right now.
yes, the mother-in-law
God.
snaps, goes completely crazy, ends up smacking her. Yes. Then there's screaming, yelling, chaos ensues. People call the cops. The police come and like they're like, you like assaulted this pregnant girl, like, and so they arrested her.
No, she's not the asshole. You know who the asshole is in this? The mother-in-law and her son.
Exactly. And she
Because
said like,
where is the son standing up to the mother here to be like, we're not naming our child Harold. You have no right walking in on my wife's freaking appointments here.
exactly.
Where's the husband in all of this?
Well, she said that the husband, like, he's been making progress with standing up to her, but like not enough.
Some men are so scared of their mothers. Like I couldn't deal with that.
I know. And again, it said that he was 34.
Oh my God, come on.
Exactly.
Come on. No, this mother-in-law needs to chill. Like, that is so conniving to make a baby blanket and then to announce it at like that's something that you would see in a movie.
It
That
really
seems
is.
fake to me. That is so messed up. Like, I have no problem with the fact that she got arrested after slapping the pregnant woman. Absolutely not. Stay there, sleep there a couple days.
Exactly. Crash out there.
No. No. Okay. Am I the asshole for giving a date a fake number instead of telling him I wasn't interested?
No.
So these two, right. So these two were communicating on apps and then they went on a date and he asked for her number and said he's going to delete the app and she gave a fake number. Now, I kind of feel like you're not the asshole because you don't owe them anything. You went on a date. You don't owe anybody anything. So no, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, why don't you just say you're not interested?
Yeah, exactly. And I think maybe she could have said I'm not interested, but also we don't know, like, Sometimes people are crazy
Yeah.
and they don't take
Yeah.
rejection very well. And I don't know that there's a line there where like maybe she should have, but we don't know the whole situation. Maybe he like really creeped her out or like
Yeah.
whatever. But I think you can just say like I'm not interested. This isn't going anywhere. But also it's like sometimes it's like you got to think about safety if you're in front of them. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be like alone with them and be like, no, I'm not interested because sometimes people snap and go crazy.
Because, and I've been in that situation where I went on a date with this guy and he was like so much, so pushy, so touchy, so like whatever. Finally, when I got home the next day, I messaged him because he messaged me. I said I wasn't interested and he lost it on me. And I'm like, well, at least I told you. So, like, I see that she's not the asshole because it's like, it is a safety thing and it's sometimes it's very uncomfortable and you don't know how they're going to react. But a lot of people online were calling her the asshole for doing this, but I'm with you. I don't think she's the asshole.
Yeah, I mean, you can always block their number, but like some guys, they're just insane. Like, you don't know what they could do with your phone number.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
Exactly.
like feel the vibe. Like if the vibe is off, like no, just give a fake number. I always used to give the number out at the bars. You know that number is like 8675309.
Or
I always used to like incorporate that in the number.
isn't there like rejection hotlines where you can like give them a number and they call it and it's like, we're not
Yes.
interested. You're
Yeah.
like,
Oh my God.
I had like a date from hell once and it was like I got catfished and I literally was like I was so mad and annoyed by this situation that I like booked an Uber on my phone under the table and I just like I didn't even want him to have the satisfaction of even like paying for my stop food. So I just like dropped $40 on the table and I was like my Uber's here, bye, and I like stormed out of there.
Good for you. No, like your car's here. You're not waiting. Don't pay for me. I'm out. See, that's class.
Exactly. Exactly. He like completely catfished me and then he just kept sending me because the thing is he had my phone number. So he hounded me for a while and he kept sending me like photos of like other people and being like, "Oh, I slept with this person" or da 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 da. And I was just like,
Mhm.
"Stop sending me photos of your escorts.
Yeah, like get
Respect
out
their
of here.
privacy."
I'm on their side. I'm a girl's girl.
Yes. Okay, so this next one, this is a doozy. Okay. Am I the asshole for destroying my best friend's proposal because I believed she was being kidnapped? So no, okay. So the backstory is okay. So this girl and her friend, they've been friends forever, and she has this boyfriend and like his friends, and they're all about like practical jokes, and they do a bunch of crazy stuff. And so, anyways, it was she wanted this like fairy tale proposal, and so he thought up this great scheme of literally renting a van, wearing ski masks, pulling up and like snatching her in the van and to taking her to a destination to propose to her.
Oh my God.
But didn't tell her best friend what was happening. So her best friend sees her friend being kidnapped, like literally snatched in a van, calls 911. So the police show up. There's a whole situation. And then they're all mad at the friend because they're like, you ruined the proposal. And even the girl
No.
is mad at her best friend saying, you ruined my fairy tale wedding proposal.
How the fuck is that a fairy tale? Like, no, how is she supposed to know if they're together and her friend gets abducted in front of her in a van? A van that must have been so sketchy they had to rent it. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on. No, not the asshole.
No,
What
not
was
at all.
she supposed to do?
Literally. And like the girl, she's not an asshole for getting mad at her friend. Like, what is that?
Yes.
And also, what is this guy? Like, if he thinks this kind of practical jokes is okay, he's clearly not intelligent. Like, he's not
No.
smart and doesn't understand things. Like, that's stupid.
Mm, no, I think again it comes down to the man in this. Like, I'm sorry, but why weren't you organized enough to have the friend involved? Not involved, but like if they're together, like, hey, heads up,
Yeah.
your friend's gonna be kidnapped in front of your eyes. It's just a joke. You didn't even have
Yes.
to know it was a proposal, just a regular one of my pranks.
I know. That's
Pranksters need to chill a little bit though. Like honestly, like I get pranks. I get it, but like, come on.
I know.
Like, there's a line, man.
And it's like engagement 101 is get the best friend involved.
One on one.
It's like 101, get the girlfriend involved, get the girl's best friend involved. Like you need the best friend. The best friend's going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you, like, help you shop for the ring. They're going to help you plan the proposal. They're going to help you pick out a gift. You always go towards the best friend.
No, he got his friends involved.
Yeah.
He got his friends involved. So like dumb meets dumber. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they all thought this was a great idea. They're all practical jokers. Okay. They love their pranks. Like, they can.
They watch way too much YouTube.
Seriously. Seriously. The only person I could pull this off and have it like be epic and whatever is Mr. Beast. Like he could pull this off and it would be like cute and romantic and fun. But if you're not Mr. Beast, you're not pulling this shit off.
No.
You know what I mean?
And if you were with Mr. Beast, if you were getting kidnapped, you'd be like, this is probably a practical joke.
You wouldn't even be scared because you'd be like, oh, he'll just pay the ransom. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving the room when my sister eats food or is snacking?
Okay. This is going to be this is a response from a person whose biggest pet peeve in life is like, I'm just very sensitive to sounds, and eating sounds eat away at my brain cells. And so there's people I don't like to eat with because I just can't. I can't do it. So no, if she's
Am I one of those people?
You're not. You're not.
Okay, good.
Now, when you do have your phone right on the desk and you're like moving papers around and it's like in my ear very, very loud, then I'm like, okay, this is a problem.
And she's always like, what are you doing right now?
Yes. I'm like, this is a lot.
No, I don't think she's the asshole. Like, I don't know. It's hard. Like when somebody eats in a way that just grosses you out or they just make the sound, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No, not at all. But I mean, I was
Like
going to say,
has to be some give and take, obviously. Like if you're at a function, you can't just leave the function because she's trying to eat her food. But some people are really gross when they eat like that.
ugh. That's why I can't do the ASMR eaters either.
I love ASMR, but don't get me started.
I know, but it's like amplified in my ear. Okay, so this next one is, and I picked this one because I felt like this is something like we could just always, this is a common topic. But my girlfriend got offended when I said that she looks better without makeup. And it was just because she was like trying something new thing. And she kept being like, do you like it better like this? You like this? And he was just like, I don't know. You look better without makeup. And he was trying to say like, you don't need that. You're pretty. But she was like pissed off.
I know why she's pissed because she's like, I get it. You think I'm pretty without makeup, but like, is this better than this? Like, he's not answering the question. She's trying to do something that she feels pretty doing. And so it was probably one of those things where it wasn't like a genuine moment where he was like, you're so beautiful. You don't need makeup. You look beautiful without it. It was probably one of those things that he pulled out of his back pocket because he didn't know what to say and he didn't know how to handle the situation.
Exactly. I think he had good intentions, or he was just like, leave me alone. I'm playing like Fortnite. I don't know.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. He's like, you look better without makeup. Like, if it's like that, then like 100%.
Yeah.
Like, he's the asshole.
Exactly. But then I saw like some good points underneath what other people were saying, like just like culturally, like women are going to wear makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like, and even if they feel pretty without makeup, the goal is to make the makeup look as pretty as possible. So him saying you look better without makeup is saying like, also like your makeup looks ugly in a society where women feel like they always have to wear makeup, and not because it makes them look better. They don't look better without makeup. It's just like, this is the skill. This is a cultural norm that people do. And so you want someone to say like, yes, that makeup looks really good.
Yeah.
Because
yes.
Yeah.
She was looking for his participation. She was looking for his involvement. She was looking
Yes.
for his support. And he couldn't do it. And he handed her the card from his back pocket.
Yes.
So yeah, he's the asshole.
For real. For real. He needs to learn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for not giving a woman a promotion at work because I see she claps after every word when explaining something? She does this after every single word when she is explaining something. I would fire that bitch. I'd be like, get out of the office, you condescending piece.
That's so annoying. Well, because it's also like if she's representing them in meetings or in things and she's doing that in front of clients or potential business people, like they're gonna be like, this bitch is crazy. No.
No, I've done that a few times when I'm like super, super heated and like it normally happens before my period and I'm like so mad, I'll clap. If Michael and I are fighting, I'll do that. And it's just to be an asshole. It's to be condescending.
Okay.
Like I'm not doing it to like be like blah blah blah. Like this is a kind thing I'm doing. Like when you're doing that, you're doing it like in a rude way. So she doesn't deserve a promotion if she's talking to another adult while doing that. No.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like, when like when the plane lands and people were like, yay! And you're like, shut up.
No.
No, it
It's
was like,
between every word.
oh yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. It's rude.
It is rude.
It's what people do when they're like pissed off.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't deserve a promotion.
They should start doing it back to her.
Oh my God, I would fire her. I would find reason to fire her. I would not be able to handle it. Could you imagine? I honestly, if somebody came up to me, like if another adult came up to me and they started doing that to me, I would start doing it back, but then I would probably incorporate some sort of snap. Like I'd be like, I don't care what you think, bitch.
You're like doing the oh, like the little like patty cake or whatever thing.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you want to do a hand jive? Let's go.
Call back to Greece.
Yeah. I'm loving you pick that up.
Hand jives.
Oh my God. Okay, what do you got?
Okay, am I the asshole for turning my sister away for the second time after she slept with the father of my children while I was with him, and then came to me when he cheated and passed on STDs and STIs to her?
No.
But Karma did get back.
Karma got her.
She circled back.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole backstory to it, but I think it's like pretty self-explanatory. Like she was with him for 8 years. They have kids together. He was cheating on her with her sister. And then afterwards, she was like best as the sister. So the sister was like, well, what do I have to lose now? So she dated him. And then of course he cheated on her. And then she got STDs. And then the girl goes to her and she's like trying to get sympathy because she got these STDs from him.
Okay, my mind firstly goes, did she get the STDs from the sister?
No, the sister said that when she found out that they were cheating, she got tested for everything and she was okay. But this is years later that like the sister was with him for a little while too.
No, it has no relevance to the story. It's just the curiosity of my brain. Like, oh my God, imagine she really got the STDs from the older sister. Then that's like another layer of karma.
Oh my God, I know. That would be crazy.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You got my gonorrhea, bitch. Like, you're sorry.
Can you imagine the drama though that
No.
that she has kids with him, so they probably have split custody. So you know how like you know like if you have split custody with someone and they get remarried or they're with another partner, like they're around when you're dropping off the kids or whatever. Like, can you imagine like her sister, her estranged sister is the partner of her children's father? Like the drama.
No, I'd be like, okay, guys, you're going to go over to your dad and Auntie Mom's house.
Not Auntie Mom.
Like, why don't you ask your Aunt Mom?
Aunt Mom.
Like, no.
Your grandma's sister.
I would honestly like, I wouldn't allow my kids to go there. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, that's messed up.
It
Shame
is.
on that little sister. And then of course she comes like, I need my big sister. Like, fuck off. Like, no. If that was my little sister, I'd be thinking, you're a little turd. Like, hello.
You little hussy.
Yes. Okay. Am I the asshole for ruining an engagement by revealing that I slept with the fiance 10 years ago? They weren't together.
Okay. This is complicated because on one hand, when did she tell them? Is she telling her like the day before the wedding, or is she telling them kind of like she should have said in the beginning, like, hey, just so you know, this might come out, but this happened like a decade ago, and
Yeah.
like,
Not while they're engaged. Because the fact that she said revealing,
yeah,
it means that clearly this has been like a secret for over 10 years. I slept with the fiance 10 years ago. Why would you tell her now? Why hasn't he told her?
that too, yes.
I feel like it's his responsibility. If this is a person that they've been close with, I think that they should have told said person in the very beginning.
Exactly. I do love that we're always going to be like, the guy's the fucking asshole. Like, no matter
He's
what.
clearly the fucking problem.
Yes.
But no, but okay, unless it's someone where like, unless it's someone where maybe like, you know, here's the thing is that if it was like his friend from his side and they had a past together and then it was just kind of one of those things that never got brought up and then she brought it up when they got engaged, it depends on the situation. There wasn't a lot of a backstory here. Then yes, you're the asshole, because why are you bringing it up then?
Exactly.
But if it's like morally the girl's friend and being like, I need to tell you this before you get married, we hooked up.
Yeah.
Then it's like I could see that annoying, and like I wouldn't be mad. I'd be more mad that like you didn't tell me because like we're friends, you know? But I think that there could be so many different sides and versions of this that would mean if they're the asshole or not.
Yeah. And also, like, is it that big of a deal, too?
It depends. It depends. Because if it's your best friend and they slept together and they've both been holding this secret for 10 years, yes.
No, I don't mean the
deal.
secret. I don't mean the secret. I mean, because that's wrong. Like, she should have said from the beginning, she should have said, like, hey, because, I've had friends, like, date people that I've hooked up with before, and I've been like, hey, like, this isn't awkward at all. It's nothing. But just so you know, like, we did know each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've just been like, just so it's out of the way, like, it's like, but it's so easy to do that in the beginning. But what I'm saying is that besides the not telling and besides the saying at the last minute and all of those kind of things, is it that big of a deal that your friend hooked up with this person 10 years ago? Do you know what I mean? Is it a deal breaker?
No,
because small towns are very incestuous.
No, I know. To me, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the fact that they slept together. For me, it would be the fact that they slept together. I got together with him, and then neither of them told me, and they've been around each other. And let's just say if it's her friend and they've been around and whatever, it would make me very uncomfortable.
Yes. No, I'm saying besides the holding it from them, that whole part of it.
If it wasn't her best friend and it's just like kind of some random friend or whatever, no, it doesn't matter. Like it was 10 years ago.
Yes, exactly. But it's like the holding it from her and saying that's the problem, because in a small town, everyone slept with everyone at some point. It feels like.
And not girl. Okay, go.
Am I the asshole for going for a divorce after my brother went down on my husband? And basically she's okay. So this story is kind of crazy. So basically, this girl, she's been married, her brother's gay, and like they're all fine. Like everyone's cool about the situation. And her husband and her brother are friends and like hang out sometimes and stuff. And like she's never thought a thing of it. But then there was this, it was a small town, and there was some videos that went viral that someone recorded at a party, and it was outing several different people at this party, and there was like some gay activities happening. And in this release that happened like on Facebook or something, one of the videos was her husband and her brother. And afterwards, like when it went out there, and so it was, she's just super pissed at her husband, so she filed for divorce. And it's like, it's not about the fact that it was like gay, it's the fact that you cheated on me, and my brother, you slept with my partner, like that's messed up, like, or you did something to my partner, like that's. And so
No, she's
her
not the asshole at all.
yeah, so her family's saying that she's being homophobic, and he's saying like it was just, we were just drunk, and it's just like it wasn't like it was with another woman or like whatever.
It doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter like who it was with. It's the fact that you did it. You stepped outside of what she's comfortable with. Again, the man's fault.
exactly. Both of them. And shame on the brother. That's terrible.
That's so messed up.
So
I would
messed
never be
up.
able to look at my brother again. I'd be like, you know what?
Yeah.
There's so many other guys that you could have hooked up with that night. Why did you have to take my straight husband?
Yeah. And like he's like telling her she's being homophobic and all this stuff. And she's like, not at all. It doesn't matter if you were my sister or whatever. Like that's messed up.
Fair. It's not homophobic at all. Like,
Yes. But wasn't that
okay,
juicy?
that was so juicy. Okay. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend of 2 years because of a TikTok comment?
What was
And
the
the
comment?
TikTok comment was a girl was working out and he commented something like, way to go. Or it was something like that, like words of encouragement.
Well,
And
okay.
in his defense, he was like, he was like, I was just trying to spread like encouragement. But like the post had nothing to do with needing encouragement. It was just her working out.
Well, it's complete bullshit. And I think like this is a blurry line that like we're like the first generation really having to deal with this. And it's like commenting on other girls' photos and saying things. Is it cheating? Is it not cheating? Is it questionable? Like, and I think there's still this blurred line with it. And maybe that's not cheating, but it's just like embarrassing for the girl that like her man is out here like commenting on the girl's stuff. Cause like, you're not being like, go for it, workout, whatever. No, it's not. You're staring at her ass while she's doing squats. That's what it is.
I think it is a form of cheating. I do. I think that it's a form of cheating if you're constantly commenting on other girls' photos and liking their shit and doing whatever, because emotionally you're stepping outside of your relationship. You're stepping outside of what your girlfriend thinks is comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like I
exactly.
think that there's different I think that to me cheating isn't just physical or like, you know, a full on emotional affair. I think cheating is anything that steps outside the boundaries of what you guys are comfortable and like what you consider to be like sacred in your relationship. So
Yeah.
for me, I would break up if I saw that. And clearly this probably isn't the first time. And then he's probably going to come up with some excuse like, oh, I didn't realize, or oh, it was a bot, or oh, do you know what I mean? Like, who knows how much of an issue this has been? But when you're commenting on another girl's photo and when you're liking other girls' photos, you're sending the message that I'm watching you. I'm not looking at my girlfriend right now. I'm not looking at my wife right now. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And giving them any sort of attention. Absolutely. I don't like to share. So like absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, but here's my thing is that like one, if he was like DMing her and having a private conversation that was a little like risque, like that's definitely cheating. But I'm like, what do you? But if he can't like a photo of a girl working out or being hot or whatever, like what about if he went to a strip club, or what if he, like watched porn or anything like that? Like that's still looking at another woman, and it's still maybe fantasizing about them in some other way. But it's, I
I
don't,
think I think the difference is that you're taking that extra step to be active about something. So you're taking the extra step to be like, I see you.
okay.
You're you're taking the extra step. If you're commenting, you're taking that extra step to give them attention. There's no reason to comment. Why are you commenting if you don't want them to if you don't want to get their attention?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you put your partner's feelings at risk to make this random girl on the internet feel good for a second about like lifting a weight
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
could like really destroy your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like I mean, like if you're in a relationship where like you don't care about that stuff and you're like, yeah, like whatever you want, like I don't care, then no, I think that, that's totally fine. I think it all depends on the boundaries that you set in your relationship.
Yeah, that's true. It depends on the boundaries and what's, and if they've had conversations about this or not. But I mean,
And
for
no other girl,
me,
sorry,
sorry.
it's embarrassing because no other girl wants to see online that their man is giving another person's attention. Every girl wants people online to see that their man loves them.
Yeah. My biggest thing is I would be embarrassed that my partner was being creepy towards some other girl. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
probably making that girl feel uncomfortable. It's like the guys that come over, like a girl's like doing squats, and they come over and like, let me perfect your form, and it's like, no, you're just trying to touch my ass. Stop. Like
like
I feel like it's
you know,
just creepy, and she's embarrassed that her husband or boyfriend, or whatever, is being creepy towards some other girl. But I think, yeah, like you said, it depends on like the conversations that's been had and the
yeah, I just
boundaries.
see why spend the time putting that energy on it if you're not wanting anything in return,
Yeah.
depending on the post. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like why?
Yeah.
Okay, am I the asshole because I peed on my girlfriend's cat's bed?
Yeah. Well, that's weird. What?
Is
What?
that in my head?
What?
Yes, yes, yes. Am I the asshole because I peed on my girlfriend's cat's bed? The washroom was not available, so he chose the cat's bed.
That's weird. When you go like out in the garden or something, I don't know.
Like, you can't hold it like for 5 seconds. Honestly, if anyone came into my home and peed in one of like Charlie or Toby's bed, I'd be like, get out of my house and don't ever speak to me again.
Yeah, if it was that pee in the sink or something, there's so many other places that like you could
There's so many other options. A cup.
cup, yes, bottle. You can disinfect anything, throw it
Okay,
away.
take a shower. Take a shower. Like, go outside in the backyard. You know what I
That's
mean?
weird. Be like, I'm sure the cat was pissed. The
Oh
cat
my
was like,
God.
oh no, he's gonna get his face clawed by that cat.
Hell no.
That's creepy and weird. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today with our Am I the Assholes? We could just keep going for another hour of these. Do you have
We're
anything
just
to?
gonna have to wait until next time.
Yes, wait until next time. I think we should just keep doing these like once a month at least or something because they're always so much fun.
I love that we just get in such, we take them very seriously. We take them very seriously, and the debates are real.
The debates are real. Yes, very serious.
Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, bye.
Bye.